Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So today we are going to start our chapter 4, that is Advanced GIMP Tools. So already we have completed our chapter 3, which was editing in GIMP. So now we will learn Advanced GIMP Tools. So let's start. So what are dialogues in GIMP? So basically dialogues and docking are small movable box that appear on the GIMP window. You must have seen these dialogues and docking in the GIMP. As you can see in the picture also, in the image 1, this is the dialogue, and image 2, this is the dock. Basically, dialogues are small windows dedicated to similar set of tools. When you group dialog box, a dock is created. Means it is a set of tools, and when we create a dialog box, a dock is created, and dialogues that can be docked together are called dockable dialogues. So there are different type of dialogues. We'll learn about a few important dialogues boxes. So we'll start with layer dialog. So the layer dialogs displays the number of layer in an image, and the layer allows us to work with one segment of an image at a time. Means we can work on only one layer at a time. We cannot work on multiple or more than one layer at one time. Okay. So when we can add multiple layer to an image in GIMP, the last layer is the background layer or the main image, or we can add or delete layers to work on a certain part of the image. Okay, and what we have to do to activate the layer dialogs? First, on the image window, we have to click Windows menu. Okay, then the window menu will appear. Then after that, point to the dockable dialogs. A list of dockable dialogs option appears. Then click on the layer option. Or we can do simply Ctrl L to activate the layer dialog. This is the shortcut key. Instead of going on image window, then Windows menu, we can simply press Ctrl L to activate the layer dialog. Now the channel dialogs. So the channel dialog displays the color channel of the image. The three primary color, red, green and blue, give a balanced color effect to a colorful image. A black and white image display only one color channel, and gray. There is an eye symbol to the left of the color channel on the dialog box. So as you can see on the image 4, this is the channel dialog. Alright, for activating the layer dialog, to activating the channel dialog, we have to, on the image window, click the Windows menu. Okay, the window menu will appear. Then we have to point to dockable dialogs. A list of dockable dialogs option appears. Then click on channel option. Okay. So path dialog. Path dialog displays path creating using the paths tool. So we can manage paths by creating and deleting them as required. The eye symbol to the right of the path indicates the path is visible. So you can also lock paths by clicking the lock path strokes icon on the dialog. So we can activate path dialog by, on the image menu, we have to click the Windows menu. Then the window menu will appear. Okay. So point to dockable dialogs. A list of dockable dialogs option appears. Then click the path option. Undo history dialog. As we all know what undo does. So basically, by using undo option, we can see the recently performed action. Same in the GIMP, the undo history display the recently performed actions. If we want to go back to the previous action, select the previous action from the undo history dialog. Okay, after that we can either undo or redo an action. If we want to make an error, click the undo. If we make an error, sorry, click the undo option to go back to the previous action and edit it. If you have undone the previous action, you can use the redo option to reply it. So basically, as we know why we use undo, undo option is basically used to see the recently performed actions. Okay, if there is some error or anything other, so we can do one thing, we can just undo or redo an action. All right. So, and what is redo? Redo option is to reapply it. So we have to, we can activate the undo history dialog by, first we have to click on window menu, then window menu will appear. After that we have to point to dockable dialogs. A list of dockable dialogs option appears, then click on the undo history option. As you can see, steps are same, just we have to click the dialog, whatever dialog we want to choose we can click. Okay, we have to go through the image window, then click to windows menu option. Okay, so the process is same, but we have to click or choose our own dialog, okay, by clicking over it. So now brushes dialog. So the brushes dialog display the size and type of brushes used to draw object as shown on the image, as you can see on the display. Okay, we can activate the brushes dialog by again the same process. On the image window, click the window menu. The window menu will appear, then point to dockable dialogs. A list of dockable dialogs option will appear. After that we have to click the brushes option. Okay, so as I've told you, the process is same. Okay, just we have to click the dialog that we want to choose. So in docking, basically different dialog boxes can be grouped together by using docks. So we just need to use the docking drag handles to drag and group the dockable dialogs. So we can create a dock by placing the cursor on the tab of the dialog box that you want to dock. Okay, after that press and hold the left mouse button, then drag the dialog box not by its title bar but by its tab to the desired window. Then place the dialog box in the window. The tab appears in the window, as you can see in the image, that is foreground and background color dialog box in the top, as you can see in the image also. Okay, so now using path. When we create paths, curves are created. These curves are known as Bezier curves. Means whenever we are creating the path, always curves are created. So these are known as Bezier curves. And basically there are two type of path. One is one path and curved path. One path is kind of straight and curved path is curved. Okay, so transforming path. You can transform paths into section using the transform tool such as move, rotate and scale. Means we can transform the paths by using transform tool. As we all know, in GIMP, transform tool is the most important, or we can say essential tool. Okay, so we can choose anything or any tool according to our choice or which is required. Okay, how we will choose that? We have to go on the transform tool first. From there we can choose accordingly, move, rotate or scale, whatever we want to choose or whatever is required. Stocking paths. So path can be converted into different style using various colors, pattern or paint tools. Okay, so we can convert it by different style by using color, pattern or paint tools. How? To stroke path, what we have to do? To create and select a path, then first we have to go on toolbox. From the tool option window, what we have to choose, under the path, click the stroke path button. Then the dialog box will appear. Okay. So select the solid color or pattern option to change the stroke line. Okay. The dialog box will be there. From there we can make the changes of solid color or pattern, whatever you required. Then click the stroke with the paint tool option and select the required tool from the paint tool drop down list. So this is the first part of the video. Second part we will share with you shortly. Okay. So I hope this is helpful for you. In case you have any query, you can just let me know. Thank you.